Folks, don't you hate it when you get death wobble? You get death wobble in your Jeep and you feel like everything's tight, and then you notice that a track bar's off. Something's off about the track bar. So you go and you do a little wiggle test, and there it is. It's all damaged. No more bushing. Let's see. Tools needed: impact, hammer, 21 socket, couple. Identify weak link. There it is right there. You can't see it because I did a temporary repair, but I'll show you what that looks like once I pull it off. So as you can see here, this bushing's pretty busted up. I did a little crafty something to get us through while we waited for the new bushing from Terraflex. So hopefully this thing works. That is how worn out that hole is. As you can see, that bushing is massive. So I filled in the gap by using black tape. I know, super ghetto, but I literally just grabbed this shaft here and wrapped it in tape as many times as I could to make it fit snugly in here. Tighten that up and then forced it into this here, which actually stopped the death wobble and bought me some time. So the problem here is I don't know what kind of rod end this is. And I just assumed aftermarket, maybe Terraflex. I looked through Rock Crawler because I thought that's what the previous owner told me to put on it. And it doesn't look like these are gonna fit. But we're just gonna, what is it? If it don't fit, force it, and we're gonna see what happens. As you can see, it's going in a little crooked. We're gonna have to realign that to make sure that we're getting the best opportunity possible. I may throw a little bit of lube on it just to see if we can help it through there. That socket fits it pretty good. Oh, pretty gnarly. If you could see, like it's shaving off quite a bit, but it'll be a tight fit. And the other bad part about this, I'm deforming the edge, so it may not sit all the way in, but like I said, we're at a point of no return. All right, we're pushed in pretty good, both sides. Man, this sucker is a super tight fit. We deformed that edge a little bit, but it really shouldn't go anywhere. That should be super tight. Next up is to reinstall. I'm going to put a little bit of anti-seize on the threads here, and we're going to throw it back on there and try to force it back into its mounting spot. Actually, these threads look really good. Let's go put it back on.
Good taste. Just like my ears are kind of popping. I have a headache all of my face.
Okay, we'll push up.
I really think it's turned into a sinus infection.
You think so?
Is it doing it? Damn. Am I doing anything? Yes or no?
Are you pushing?
No.
All right, so I put a ratchet strap around that tire there, around the rim, to a little frame piece, and it actually moved it quite a bit. And I did not think that was gonna work, but you never know till you try it. Let's see. Now it's time to test drive and see how this sucker works. The only thing that I'll have to worry about is I'm gonna have to do some adjusting to the to recenter, like realign the steering wheel, because I'm certain that thing's gonna be off. So I'm gonna go take it for a test drive. We'll see how this thing works. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, like this right here, super ghetto fabulous. It is so ghetto. But if you gotta buy yourself a little bit of time to get through and wait for shipping on a bushing, this is the way to go. Just pop that sucker out, throw some, man, that is getting all funky. Pop that sucker out, get some black tape, wrap that metal shaft like that, and then shove it back into those bushings. As you can see, that bushing was like super oblong and like worn out. And it worked. It held me over for an entire week. So do that. Save yourself the headache of not being able to drive. And then that sucker held up pretty good. Like the tape was barely even worn out. So give it a shot. The Terraflex that I put in there works fine. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of adjusting, but that's to be expected. I'll put a link in the description of the one that I got, or at least the part numbers, and you can check it out. Boom.